So, I've been thinking, and I looked it up. I noticed that nobody actually, not even if Marvel sees this, maybe think about making this a episode of What If, because I think it would be really cool. And I've seen several people getting close to kind of what I'd say, but what I was thinking, basically with like Avengers and stuff, is what if the snap had failed, basically, and essentially Black Widow would be dead at that point. Like, half the universe would be gone. Black Widow's dead due to sacrificing herself for the Soul Stone, basically. And unlike Endgame, they'd complete the time heist, kind of, and then they'd go and Hulk would, like, try to, reverse the blip, basically, and fail. The stones would end up not working, and would would basically almost kill Hulk, drive him to the point of basic, drive him to the edge of death, and before the heroes would actually get a chance to process, just like in Endgame, or process what happened, just like in Endgame, Thanos would kind of like come through a quantum time warp tunnel, kind of, and Hawkeye would take the gauntlet like he did before, but this time Thanos' aliens, whatever those things are, like the Chitauri animal dogs, they're either Chitauri or Outrider, I don't know, some kind of animal. But basically, they catch up to Hawkeye or Clint Barton, and they would essentially kill him, and they would take the gauntlet to Thanos. Thanos would then take the gauntlet, and they'd realize, oh no, Hawkeye's dead and stuff, leaving like the rest of the Avengers and stuff without backup because all the other Avengers are like gone and half the universe is still gone, basically. And Hulk being weak would lead to him trying to ambush Thanos, and then Thanos killing the Jolly Green Giant once and for all, basically. This would then leave characters like Nebula, Ant-Man, basically everybody else. And I think Nebula, Ant-Man, um, Nebula, Ant-Man, Nebula, Ant-Man, and Rocket would essentially be overpowered by like Thanos' army and stuff, and like be killed as well, leaving. That's when Captain Marvel would arrive, but since half the team is already dead, all that's left basically is, since Gamora came back, is Thor, Captain America, Gamora, Iron Man, War Machine. Basically, Thanos would essentially almost win Endgame, kind of, and it would play out basically the same as what happens at the end, with Iron Man sacrificing himself, defeating Thanos, snapping him out of existence, basically, along with the rest of his army, and then dying to injuries. Captain America would then return the stones and retire, because at this point there's absolutely no hope. The Avengers basically aren't a thing anymore because the entire team is now dead. And with Thanos gone, and half of humanity, the remaining heroes, Thor, Thor, shoot. The remaining heroes, Thor, Captain Marvel, War Machine, and Gamora would essentially go and find Loki, the one who escaped during the time heist and later later gets his own series, because if you look it up on Google, they actually have it so, like, the Loki that escapes during the time heist is the one in the series, kind of. And the Fantastic Four would arrive on Earth, then they'd side with the remaining five heroes, who would then go looking for literally any other hero, find the X-Men, basically the main X-Men, that you play at, that you get to play at. The X-Men you unlock in story mode, Lego Marvel Superheroes. Storm, Iceman, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Wolverine. Oh, and Beast. So that's like 6 people. And then I guess Kitty Pryde or Shadowcat. She's not a main character, but I played Contest of Champions. She was one of my favorites. So, um, they'd basically go, somehow find out that Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy, or Spider-Gwen, was in their universe. They'd recruit them as well. They'd basically, they'd recruit Shuri, they'd recruit Daredevil, and then that's basically it, until they find, like, we're gonna name her Luna. She's the daughter of a mafia boss, Luna White, and she has the most power. She has a 7th stone, basically, and this is an alternate timeline, so it doesn't really matter. She has a 7th stone. It's white, has the power of all 6 stones in one, called it the Ultra Stone, and it powers a mace. Basically calling it the Infinity Mace, and can, like the lantern rings, can be used to craft any weapon, any vehicle, anything, basically. And we're going to add myself in here, and they're going to team up with a hero named Powerboy, right? Kind of looks like my profile picture. They add a red cape on him, give him flight, super strength, lasers, super screech, shatters glass and stuff. Basically, I don't know, can breathe underwater, is really good at using tech. Basically, I'm trying to sound like I'm talking about a Lego video game, because those are basic abilities. I don't really care. And honestly, I'd just like to see something kind of like that, and maybe add Luna, because I think that would be cool. And if not, add a 7th Infinity Stone for, like, just the plot, if you ever add an episode, like a season with it, and then basically name the episode All That's Left. Kind of. I think that would be cool. So, if Marvel sees this, I don't care, I wouldn't call it copyright. Who am I to call it copyright? Honestly, I just think it would be cool. Honestly. And I think you, like, if you make another What If series, Marvel, and you see this video, go ahead, please make that. That would be sweet.